Hello, all the fans of Dr. Eurovision and of the Eurovision Song Contest. Today is a very special moment for me because I'm sitting here with one of the icons of the Eurovision Song Contest, Björn Ulvaeus. Hello, Mr. Ulvaeus. Thank you that you take the time to be with us.
It's a pleasure.
We are here in a really wonderful setting. That is the setting of a new concept, Mamma Mia the Party.
Yes.
This is a very new thing that came up. Where does the idea come from?
It comes from, it's inspired by the musical and the movie. If you've seen the musical, towards the end, people stand up and dance and sing, and it's like a party mood. And I always thought that maybe if there had been a place just, outside, they would have gone there and continued partying. So I thought, let's build something. Let's move this party mood into a restaurant situation. And since it's Mamma Mia, of course, it needs to be a Greek taberna. And so we rebuilt this old restaurant into a Greek taberna. And here, Nikos is the host. He owns the taverna, he and his wife. And we pretend that we're in Skopelos, an island in the Aegean Sea. And that's where most of the exteriors of the movie was filmed, when Meryl Streep sings The Winner Takes It All on top of a mountain, and that was Skopelos. So we pretend that Nikos was there while the filming took place. And after the film was a big success, Nikos and his wife have this marvelous idea. Why don't we have a Mamma Mia party in your restaurant every night? Yes. So that's what they do. So people come here, they eat, they drink, and between the dishes, they're treated to a little story in real time, which between Nikos, his wife, his daughter, and all the people who work in the restaurant. And that story is told the same way as the musical, through spoken dialogue and ABBA songs, but not the same ones as in Mamma Mia, other ABBA songs. And it all ends up with a disco, and people leave 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, having had a fantastic time. Every night it's party.
The party is available in Swedish now. There will be an English version beginning in July. Yeah. When can we expect the German one?
Well, it's not impossible. I'm looking right now for a place in London to do it. I would like to, to see if we could do it in London, which I'm sure we can if we find a place. And then after that, who knows? We opened the first non-English version of Mamma Mia. We opened in Hamburg in German. So, who knows? I like Hamburg or Berlin. It's very close, It's just 1.5 hours away from Stockholm, so why not?
Did the other ABBA members already attend the show?
They did. The very opening night they were here, all 3 of them, and we were sitting down there, and there were lots of fans as well on the opening night. So one of the ladies said, I don't know which one, suddenly said, why don't we go on stage together and thank the fans? And which we did. We stood down there for about 45 seconds, I guess, maybe a minute. And that was a great moment. It was magic. It was like everything was coming back, all of a sudden. Frida stood beside me, and it felt so familiar, even though maybe it was 30 years ago or something we did that the last time. Still, it was a magical moment.
Well, just at this very moment, there are the rehearsals for the second semi-final of the Eurovision Song Contest. So we will have Mamma Mia the Party here, and at the same time Eurovision in Stockholm. Swedish composers and producers are very successful all over Europe. Of course, ABBA will not reunite, but did you ever think of writing a song for Eurovision again?
I guess Benny and I have talked about that, a couple of times, but we have decided not to. It's like, I don't know why, we never had the song that we wanted to try, really. So it hasn't happened.
Yeah, so people will deeply regret, because many of the fans remember Aldrig i livet that you have produced and which also had the typical ABBA sound. How will you spend Saturday evening?
I will be at my summer house with my wife and possibly one of my daughters and her family, and I will watch the final. I will see the songs, hear the songs all fresh, haven't heard them before, and then I will pick my favorites and compare it with the European audience. Usually I don't get it right.
What are your favorite songs in Eurovision?
You mean the favorite overall?
In general, what kind of song?
Oh, what kind of song? Oh, well, I like any good song, whether it's a ballad, a schlager, or a chanson, or a pop song. Any good song is, I kind of look at the qualities, or listen to the qualities, and for me, when it's original, when it really stands apart, that's what I like.
ABBA was the very first group to win the contest from a non-English speaking country in English. Do you regret that the national languages are gone?
Sometimes I do. Some songs sound best in their own language, but there tends to be more and more pop songs, and for me, English was the best language for pop anyway. I guess it's an influence from the Beatles. It's like the language of pop is English. But I heard something from. I heard the Austrian entry. I heard just maybe 20 seconds of it, and it was in French, and it sounds so good in French and Spanish. And I was in Aachen 2 weeks ago, and I met Nicole, and it would have been such a shame if Ein bisschen Frieden had been in English. It's much better in the original language.
So I think that all the fans of Zoe will be very happy to hear your words, and we keep our fingers crossed that the best song may win. I have this very special present for you to enjoy the Saturday evening in a very special way. This is the new book of Dr. Eurovision, the history of the national music cultures all over Europe, country by country. And
fantastic!
Thank
you very much.
I hope you will enjoy this.
And it's in
it's in German,
it's
unfortunately.
in German. I read a little German.
So
perfect. Yeah, I'll enjoy that. I'll take that with me for Saturday night. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ulvaeus.
Thank you.
It's a big pleasure.